pop up in the top 25 today?
I think it was more just reflecting on just what a great stretch we've had and getting a chance to enjoy watching Trey Holder and Cody Justice and Shannon Evans play the way they played and win a championship. And that's what that's what we came here to begin that process of trying to to be a relevant program, a team that could compete at the highest level to to win championships. And we played against some very good programs in Vegas, and so just excited to see those guys play so well.
I see the names like Fat Lever and Alton Lister and Byron Scott. What do you think of?
I mean, those are big-time, all-time greats here, and NBA guys, and high-level guys.
Yeah, to be able to match their 7-0 start. Do you talk about that at all going into
That is not something that we focus on. We're trying to get better. We're playing these games one at a time, and having a lot of respect and being humble for every opponent we have, and we'll see where it takes us.
What's your biggest concern right now? Where do you guys need to improve a little bit?
I think defensively, if you want to look at how we defended the three-point line, but I do think that Kansas State has some guys that can make those shots, and I think some of it had to do with our opponent, especially Xavier also with some of the guys that could shoot. So maybe just not losing sight, even as good as you feel about your offense and the potential of that, to realizing the importance of getting stops and making plays defensively. I thought, Trey had the steal in the second half against Xavier, and then Remy's ball pressure and how disruptive he was, and then Daquan Lake, just how he was rebounding late in that game. We were getting stops, and that that opened the game up for us.
I know you're not going to talk about a 7-0 start, but is it maybe getting harder and harder just to temper all the hype right now and just be even keel every game?
I wanted my guys to soak it in and just to appreciate how well they played, and especially Trey, Shannon, Cody, and myself. We've been through a lot together over the last 3 years, so it was so rewarding to see all three of those guys, all tournament team, Trey the MVP, and then to watch them celebrate on the floor. And we got to move on now and refocus, and just with how we take care of the guys, their energy, and I thought we had a good practice, a good step in the right direction of moving on, appreciating all the success we've had, but keeping in perspective, knowing how long the season is and how this is kind of just a small slice of what we're excited to do the rest of the way.
Coach, what does it mean for you to be the top-ranked team in the state at the moment?
I focus on what we're doing and what like I said, what the seniors are accomplishing, and I'm rooting for the Pac-12. Believe me, we want to see the conference do very well. I was excited about Washington State last night, with them winning a championship, and once we get the league play, that's going to change. But for now, I hope the best for all our Pac-12 teams, and I know Arizona is going to be fine. Believe me, they have talent, they have a great coach, they have a great program, and they're going to figure things out, and they're going to have a lot to say about what happens in the Pac-12 this year.
Coach, near the end of the game, against Xavier in the fourth quarter, Remy had a steal and was called back for being a reach foul, but you could see on the sideline that you were laughing. And how much fun is it to coach these guys?
It's just for Remy. I have so much respect for how hard he plays and the sacrifice that he makes. It's very selfless to pick up the other guy the entire game. They don't have a stat for that. You don't get points for that. But he he really was focused on doing that, and he's was so instrumental in how we defend, and so I didn't even watching the replay. I thought it was fairly clean, and it was a jailbreak going the other way too. Because like Shannon and Trey and everyone were trying to get out in front of him to get a layup. So it would have been nice to finish that way, but again, love how hard Remy defends and his determination to compete at that end of the floor.
Coach, you smile every time you talk about this.
I love how he plays. I mean, if you have like one word for Remy, it's like fun. It's like I mean, Remy just like he plays the game with such great energy, enthusiasm. It's just so much fun to watch and coach. So it was great to see him do some of the things he was able to do in this tournament.
And Coach, getting off to a fast start like this, I know you're saying it's early, but to build confidence and everything, like you said, you guys have been through, how big is it just for the confidence going forward? Like you said, when you get into tough conference play, to draw on something from the tournament?
Yeah, I mean, the seniors have been through the wars. We've been through a lot again together, and you know, they play with great confidence, and they feed off each other, and they have tremendous belief in each other and are playing unselfishly, and you know, it's such a strong core, and that's so going into games, you just you feel like great because you know what they bring to the table, and then I think as the front court gains more experience and continues to develop, and you know, we integrate, you know, Mickey Mitchell, who again was an animal in practice today. Just you know, just how hard he was playing and going after rebounds and attacking the rim. So just really excited to get him in the mix too, and I think there's a lot to be excited about, even in terms of our growth as a team, moving forward. Even though we're playing at a pretty high level right now.
Coach, you guys are one of the top offenses in the country statistically, and I remember talking last week, you were saying you hope Trey Holder maintains the way he's playing. How do you think you guys maintain that high level of offense with a few Power 5 opponents ahead?
We're going to play our style of game and take what the defense gives us. I think our shot selection's been pretty much on point. I think just the multiple ways that we can attack. We're not just a bunch of shooters that can make threes. And we certainly could do that at times. But then we have guys that are playing at an elite level off the dribble. Cody Justice, Trey Holder, Shannon Evans, and Remy Martin can all attack their man and create help and make a play for themselves or teammates. So, it's very nice to have that, and then we're getting more balance, with our inside game, and Melo didn't have his best game, for us in the Xavier game, but we were able to, keep making plays despite him not being at his very best.
You guys hoping for an increase in attendance at home now that you guys are doing so well?
I just, I love just being able to walk around town. When I got my workout this morning, people weren't avoiding me. They were, wanting to say hi, and great job. Love watching your team play. Just an exciting team. I think the way we put points on the board, and I think it's a great style. You want to be entertained when you go to watch a game, and we don't put people to sleep with with how we attack, and I think so that's the exciting part of it too. I hope that everyone does come out and just show the guys some love on Saturday, because we've been terrific so far.